Hi, I'm Joan Newcomb, and today's morning musings is Placeholders. I'm doing a series of daily morning musings, and I'm using posts to my blog, Adventures in Density and Effort, as inspiration. Now, I wrote these a few years ago, and the world has completely transformed since then. So if I encounter anything that is out of date, I will give you the most recent information, and at the end, I will summarize the topic based on what's going on in the world today. I also have some special offers, so stay tuned to the very end to see what they are. Placeholders. At the Oscars, the Emmys, etc., they have placeholders. They're people who step in to fill the seats of stars when they go up to accept awards, so that when the camera pans the audience, it doesn't show empty spots. It got me thinking about placeholders in other places, not the real person who belongs in that seat, whether it's a job or relationship, but someone who is filling the space for the time being. Sometimes we're the placeholders. We just take the job for the money, not because it's our passion. However, someone out there could be perfect for it because they love bookkeeping, cleaning houses, cubicle office work, etc. We get into relationships that are missing key, important, non-negotiable qualities, and we make do with them. These people are our placeholders, filling the seat, but they're not the right fit. What would the world be like if we did a big musical chairs and everyone went for the seat right for them? This is what is happening in the world today. Everyone is being unseated from jobs, relationships, houses, social groups that are not in alignment with who they truly are. Some people are going willingly, risking their 401k to quit jobs that they've always hated. Some people feel the universe doing it to them when the bank forecloses on their house. In truth, it's your essence, your inner being, your higher self, your higher power, universe, God, whatever you'd like to call it, that is creating the change. You are being called to resonate as you, consciousness, that is too high a vibration for any limitation. The discomfort is too great. Can you be in a placeholding seat and change it? The solution is ownership. If you feel that you've been placeholding in your marriage, own being there instead. Take responsibility for your thoughts and actions rather than focusing on your partner's. Perhaps you've been fantasizing their demise so that you can move on to someone else without having to go through a messy divorce. What kind of energy does that contribute? Think about the qualities that you want in a relationship, whether or not the other person has them. Either your partner will change or the relationship will naturally end so the right person will show up. Think about the qualities you want in a relationship, whether or not the other person has them. Now, having an affair is running away from what is, and it doesn't resolve things. Usually within 2 years, you've recreated the misery you were trying to avoid. Same with work situations. Quitting one job without fully owning what kind of work environment you want and finding the next one has even more challenges. Often you already have exactly what you want, but lack of ownership makes you look elsewhere. And sometimes you have to lose everything to move to the next level, whatever that is. It isn't a loss, it's opening up to gaining something more. We lose our little ego land and then gain the whole world. You don't have to get rid of your placeholders. As you change your vibration, they will change or they'll leave of their own accord. You don't necessarily have to get out of the chair you're sitting in. It may, in reality, be your meditation cushion towards something bigger than you can imagine. Stop placeholding in your life and be the star that actually belongs in it. Try this for a week and see how your universe transforms. So I think this is really interesting, and I wrote this during that period of time. There was a 2008 real estate crash that had ramifications that went on for years. So I actually wrote this several years later, but I was still doing readings for people who had lost their careers and then lost their houses and their world had just kind of been flattened. And what I saw from a bigger picture perspective is it was an opportunity for all of us to come into more alignment with our reality, or have our reality come into more alignment with who we are as consciousness. So, if you were working for Washington Mutual because working in a bank was supposed to bring you more money, but you were really miserable, that was a sure excuse for being laid off. Or if you thought you were really happy at Washington Mutual and you were laid off, it might be an opportunity to have seen things more clearly or discover that you really had a great love to be a forest ranger. So we're in kind of a different circumstances now where the jobs market is better than it's been, I think, since the 1960s. In the United States, though, we're still having a problem with the housing market being too expensive and a lot of people just being resigned to never being a homeowner again. As I'm reading this, it is reminding me how, regardless of the external storyline, the universe can reorganize in your favor, and what you want can show up in effortless ways, in ways bigger than you can possibly imagine. Really, it's just a matter of being who you truly are, energetically and vibrationally, and it completely transforms your life. So if you like these videos, please share them with your family and friends friends and on your social media. And also please click the like button and subscribe. And that way you're telling YouTube to share this far and wide and get this out to someone who really needs to see this information. And if you want a free sample of one of my consciousness techniques, click on the link below to the skybox technique, and it'll give you expanded perspective of your life and the ability to see your life from the perspective of consciousness. If you want some manifestation techniques, Manifesting Money and Miracles is my self-study course where you learn specific energy techniques for completely changing your external reality. And if you want to know more, my website is joan-newcomb.com. There you can learn about my individual sessions where I take a look at you as consciousness and what's going on in your life today. And then I can answer any questions that you might have, whether it's about your relationships, about what's coming up in the future, about your job, finances, your living situation. I can also talk to dead people, and it's all recorded just for you. And if you want to learn how to do this for yourself, that is how to navigate your life as consciousness, Manifesting Money and Miracles is a great preparation for my coaching special where I work with you one-on-one and I give you specifically chosen consciousness techniques so that you can transform your life. So go to my website, joan-newcomb.com, and I'll see you tomorrow in another Morning Musings.